Hello viewers, welcome back. In this video we will discuss a brief history of Hamas, a military group of Palestinians people. If this is our first meeting, then please don't forget to subscribe. Without wasting your valuable time, let's get started. Hamas, an acronym for Harakat al-Muqawama al-Islamiyya, emerged from the Palestinian branch of the Muslim Brotherhood. The organization arose during a period of intense struggle against Israeli occupation. Founded in 1987, Hamas rapidly gained prominence during the First Intifada. This was the Palestinian uprising against Israeli rule in the West Bank and Gaza Strip. Hamas presented itself as a staunch advocate for armed resistance. It quickly became a significant force in Palestinian politics and a major player in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Hamas emerged in December 1987 during the tumultuous First Palestinian Intifada.
Along with other prominent figures in the Palestinian Muslim Brotherhood, established Hamas during this period of mass demonstrations and acts of civil disobedience. Our message of resistance resonated with the Palestinian population yearning for liberation.
Hamas's ideology is a synthesis of Palestinian nationalism and Sunni Islamism. It draws heavily from the teachings of the Muslim Brotherhood, particularly its emphasis on Islam as a comprehensive way of life. Hamas views the Palestinian struggle as a religious duty. It aims to liberate Palestine from Israeli occupation and establish an Islamic state in its place. This fusion of religious and nationalist elements has been central to Hamas's appeal. It positions the conflict with Israel not merely as a political or territorial dispute, but as an existential struggle against a perceived threat to Islam and Palestinian identity. This ideological framework has enabled Hamas to mobilize significant support among Palestinians, even as it has drawn condemnation from Israel and its allies. In 1988, Hamas released its foundational document, the Hamas Covenant. This charter outlines the organization's ideology, goals, and methods. It explicitly identifies Hamas as one of the wings of Muslim Brotherhood in Palestine. The charter emphasizes the religious dimension of the Palestinian struggle, framing it as a fight for Islam against Zionist aggression. The charter's most controversial element is its call for the obliteration of Israel. Hamas views Israel's existence as inherently illegitimate. It rejects any solution that would recognize Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state. This unwavering stance has been a major obstacle to peace negotiations and fueled the cycle of violence. The 1988 Charter remains a subject of debate and contention. Some argue it reflects Hamas's current ideology, while others contend the organization has evolved. Regardless of interpretation, the Charter continues to shape perceptions of Hamas and complicate efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The First Intifada, forging a movement in the crucible of resistance. The First Intifada, a sustained Palestinian uprising against Israeli occupation, erupted in December 1987. This popular revolt, characterized by mass demonstrations, civil disobedience, and armed resistance, provided a critical juncture for Hamas's emergence and rapid rise to prominence.
Hamas, with its uncompromising stance against Israeli occupation and its commitment to armed struggle, quickly gained traction among Palestinians, disillusioned with existing leadership and yearning for a more confrontational approach.
The organization's social service networks, established prior to the Intifada, further solidified its support base, particularly in impoverished areas.
During the Intifada, Hamas carried out numerous attacks against Israeli targets, including military personnel and civilians. These actions, while condemned by Israel and many in the international community, resonated with segments of the Palestinian population who viewed them as legitimate acts of resistance against an occupying power.
Rejection and rise, the Oslo Accords and beyond. The 1993 Oslo Accords, a landmark agreement between Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization, aimed to initiate a peace process leading to a two-state solution.
Hamas vehemently opposed the accords, viewing them as a betrayal of Palestinian aspirations and a capitulation to Israeli demands.
The Oslo period witnessed a surge in Hamas's militant activities, including suicide bombings targeting Israeli civilians. These attacks, intended to undermine the peace process and demonstrate Hamas's continuing relevance, escalated the cycle of violence and deepened the divide between Israelis and Palestinians.
Despite its opposition to the Oslo process, Hamas continued to expand its social and political influence within Palestinian society. The organization's steadfast commitment to its core principles, coupled with its provision of social services, resonated with a significant segment of the Palestinian population disillusioned with the perceived failures of the peace process. Thank you for watching. To support us, please do like, share, subscribe, and turn on notification bell icon. Stay tuned for more videos. See you soon.